O mai kako, o kapena kimo, ko winoa. My name is Captain Kimo, and I own a nonprofit corporation called Captain Kimo's Hawaiian Adventures. And it's also a Native Hawaiian organization that helps to perpetuate the Hawaiian culture and language. So I have put together ʻŌlelo Hawaii, or Hawaiian language classes, so that I can help to share the language with all of you out there. And depending on what your direction is as far as ʻŌlelo goes or language goes, that's going to be up to you. But the purpose of my classes is to share the language and also to keep myself refreshed. So I'm basically doing it for you as well as myself, sharing with others. So what's going to be happening as I go through each lesson, I will be going over it with you, and in that way, hopefully, I'll be able to explain it a lot better, and also that you will be able to understand the differences in how to put sentence structures together. So thank you for tuning in, and we can proceed. Aloha. Okay, so let's begin. ʻŌlelo Hawaii, or Hawaiian language. Ha'awina e kahi, or lesson 1. Piapa, that's the Hawaiian alphabet. We have A, E, I, O, U, H, K, L, M, N, P, and W, and the Okina. The Okina is equal to a letter 6, and that separates two vowels. So the vowels are pronounced as A, E, O, U, He, Ke, La, Mu, Nu, Pi, Ve, and the Okina. The kahako is a dash above the vowels. That's an emphasis on the vowel. So I want you to practice the vowels, so that would be known as the hakalama. A or ha. The hakalama would be the ha, ka, la, ma, na, pa, va, a. He, ke, le, me, ne, pe, ve, e. Hi, ki, li, ni, pi, vi, i. Ho, ko, lo, mo, no, po, wo, o. And hu, ku, lu, bu, nu, pu, wu, u. Those are the vowels. So building sentences, before we learn our first sentence pattern, we need to learn about the ka'i, or meaning to lead. So ka, ke, and na with the kahako above the a, that's equal to la. Ko, u, which means the ko with the okina separating the two vowels o and the u, equals my. Ko, yours. Kona, his or hers. So when to use ke and ka is when certain words begin with the letters K, E, A, or O. So like say, for example, ka moana, ka home, ka hale, ka wahine, ka ohu. Those do not begin with K, E, A, and O. But ke keiki, ke kane, ke ali'i, ke opualani. Those words begin with a ke, e, o, so you need to begin with a kekeiki instead of a ka keiki, be ke keiki. So you can go over this and then you can practice this. Now the vowels go first, then the consonants. So you need to just go over that and practice that. Okay, so now let's get into plurals or talking about more than one. So in the ka'i, to pluralize the ka'i, we use the words na with the kahoko at the top of the e and also mau. So na is used to pluralize. Ka'inoa is the name. And then, so let's take some examples. So ka'inoa is singular for the name. Na'inoa is plural for the names. Ke keiki, the child. Na keiki, the children. To use mau is ko inoa, my name. Ko mau inoa, my names. Ko ohana, your family. Ko mau ohana, your families. And same thing with kona anake, his auntie. Kona mau anake, his aunties. Because as you remember, kona is his or hers. Now, forming phrases, the kahulu is used as a word that describes or that follows the subject. So the descriptor, say for example, we want to say big house. The descriptor is big. Hawaiian word for big is nui. Subject is house. Hawaiian word for house is hale. So you will add hale plus the nui or hale nui for big house. Small is li'i. House hale. Small house is hale li'i for small house. And then you can continue going all the way down. So let's try clothes, which is lole, leg, vavae. So lole vavae would mean pants. Okay, so now let's go over some words and definitions. Ho'oma'a is practice. Ho'omalolo, take a break. Makaukau is ready. And keala nui is street or road. Now keep in mind the ala nui started with an e, so instead of a ka ala nui, remember you got to use ke. So it'll be ke ala nui. So let's go over some names and their meanings. Kalakaua. You remember King Kalakaua. Kaua means war. La is day, ka'ada. So Kalakaua means the day of war. And that was also when the peace treaty was signed between Hawaii and Great Britain that stopped the war. So, that was a good thing. And joined two countries. Kapi'olani. Pio is arch, lani is heaven, ka. So the heavenly arch or a rainbow that signifies the presence of royalty. So when you're in Hilo, you can see the pio, the two arches, the pio pio, the bridges in the Wailoa Park. And kuhio, ku is to stand, hio, lean, means one who stands and leans forward looking at his people. So you can go down the rest of these and pronounce them. If you have trouble pronouncing, go back to the beginning and look over the vowels, a, e, I, o, u, and practice the hakalama. Now, the whole ma is a practice quiz. My loves is ko mau aloha. And I'm just going to take just a few. The girl, ke kai kamahine. Ke kai kamahine. The girls is na kai kamahine. Or the men, na kane, the men, so there's more than one. Ke kane would be the man. Or child, the child, remember, the child is kekeiki. My child is ko keiki. My children is ko mau keiki. And then we go down to parents, makua, parent, makua. The parents is ma with the kahoko at the top of the a. Makua, captain, ka pena. That's emphasis on that vowel. And we can continue with Hawina Ekahi, the homework on Hua ʻŌlelo ho, the vocabulary. So this is added so that you can just kind of go over aloha and the meaning, love, and kapena, makai for police. And you can go over these and you can study these. Okay? So stay tuned. Continue practicing so that you get better than me. And we can continue to converse in ʻŌlelo, Hawaii. Mahalo nui loa and aloha.